Have you heard Andrew Tate's final message to the internet? Hey, I'm your host Bridget Shields, and let's take a look at the latest development with Andrew Tate. He's probably considered one of the most controversial figures on the internet right now, or I guess not anymore. Over the past few days, Andrew Tate has been banned from almost every social media platform, including TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, citing the reason for his removal from the platforms as violations against their community guidelines. Over the past few months, he grew to unbelievable levels of fame or infamy over the internet, depending on what side you're on, and to see him come crashing down so fast was certainly shocking. As a result of his cross-platform ban, he released a 1-hour-long final message to his fans on his website by posting the video to Vimeo, of course, since he was banned off of YouTube. So let's go over a recap of what was so controversial about him, his social media ban, and what he had to say in his final message. Andrew Tate became famous for the inherently controversial nature of his content, most often coming from how he would speak about gender roles and typically taking a negative opinion of women and their actions. It became so severe that people were constantly posting about how they were genuinely scared and upset about the fact that their brothers, sons, boyfriends were starting to watch Tate's videos, or even just following him on social media. He also ran a marketing scheme called Hustlers University that was a money-making educational group which cost $50 a month to subscribe to, the service apparently having tens of thousands of subscribers, if not more, at the peak of its fame. The university even explicitly recommended that people use controversial content to get better results, showing that Tate knew exactly what he was doing. His viewers were split between people who loved him and his ideologies, and people who absolutely hated it. It's clear that most of the people who liked his content were men, other people referring to them in a derogatory way as Andrew Tate's boyfriends, with the boyfriends often going on to make fun and belittle any woman who chooses to speak out against the content creator. This negative energy and content that made Tate the most googled person on the planet led to his removal from social media platforms, who probably just didn't want to have to deal with him anymore and didn't want to be seen as supporting him. A few days later, Andrew Tate finally put out his hour-long response to his fans, attempting to share his side of the story and try to garner a little bit of sympathy from his viewers. Tate shared his apparent difficult childhood, struggles, relationship with women in his life, and his plan for the future. He claimed that he was receiving thousands of threats a day, and so were the people close to him. So he said that he was making the video to clear the air and say that the image of him on the internet is actually false. He claims that he receives thousands of emails a day from young men who claim his videos saved their lives. He states that he is a victim of his own success because clips of him have been altered and shared in a way that misrepresent his intentions and opinions. He says that he is working with Meta, the company who owns Facebook and Instagram, to try and get his accounts on those platforms reinstated. He says he is understanding of why he was banned, saying, "I understand why they did it. It doesn't matter if it's a negative view of women, negative view of men, negative view of a sexuality, it doesn't matter what it is. It should be stopped. I agree with that. Instagram has a responsibility to show it is listening to the public." He says that if he does get reinstated, he is going to change the content that he is putting out on social media, saying, "This ban is the hard reset I needed to tell the truth. For that, I'm thankful. This is a chance to move my social media purely to my charitable acts. Even if my Instagram is reinstated, it's only going to be about the Tate Foundation. There will be no pictures of Bugattis anymore, sorry gentlemen." Whether or not he is actually going to have any of his accounts reinstated is unclear at the moment, and people on social media have mostly just been making memes about him in the meantime. Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.